Li Daijing had a good life in Chengdu, China. She had a well-paying job in tech, but something was missing. Li yearned for more. She dreamed of starting her own business. Then an opportunity arose. Her cousin in Mexico City needed help running a restaurant. Li didn't hesitate and packed her bags for a new beginning. Mexico is booming. It's a land of opportunity, especially for entrepreneurs. Many dream of tapping into the American market. Chinese businesses are setting up shop there. This creates jobs and opportunities for Chinese migrants. Li isn't alone. Thousands of Chinese migrants are choosing Mexico as their new home. They are finding success in various industries like restaurants, import-export businesses, and tech startups. Li's dream is to import furniture from China to Mexico. She sees a market for high-quality, affordable furniture. She's learning Spanish, networking, and researching the market. Li is determined to make her dreams a reality. She's found a welcoming community and a supportive environment. This is her chance to build the life she's always wanted. Back in China, the winds of change are blowing. The once booming economy is facing headwinds. Growth has slowed and competition is fierce. Youth unemployment is high. Many young people feel stuck. China's relationship with the West has become strained. These factors are pushing many Chinese citizens to look for opportunities elsewhere. And for some, that means leaving China. Many young Chinese people feel stifled. The pressure to succeed is immense. Buying a house, getting married, having children, it all feels out of reach. The cost of living in China's megacities is skyrocketing. Housing prices are astronomical. Some young people feel like they're working just to survive. They crave a life with more freedom and opportunity. They see their peers in other countries enjoying a different lifestyle. And they wonder, why not me? For many Chinese migrants, the destination isn't as important as the journey itself. It's about escaping the confines of their current reality. Mexico, with its vibrant culture and growing economy, beckons. It's a land of opportunity, a place to start fresh and build a new life. The journey won't be easy, but the rewards can be great. The allure of the unknown is a powerful force. And for Chinese migrants seeking freedom and opportunity, Mexico might just be the answer. Li's life in Mexico City is a world away from her tech job in Chengdu. She trades her laptop for ladles, her spreadsheets for spices. The aroma of chili peppers and cilantro now fills her days. She's adapting fast to the rhythm of the restaurant. The clatter of dishes, the sizzle of fajitas, the chatter of customers. It's a symphony she's quickly learning to love. She's also picking up Spanish at an impressive pace. Her co-workers are her teachers, patiently correcting her pronunciation. On her days off, Li explores her new city, embracing its vibrant culture. Duan Fan, a young chef from Sichuan province, saw an opportunity in Mexico City. He noticed a growing demand for authentic Chinese food. His restaurant, Nueva y Media, is a haven for Chinese expats craving a taste of home. The air is thick with the aroma of Sichuan peppercorns, ginger and garlic. Duan's journey began with his uncle's wholesale business in Tepito, but his passion for cooking led him down a different path. Together with his parents, they've built a successful business and a tight-knit family unit. Not everyone arrives with a business plan fully formed. Dong Shengli, a former employee of China's National Energy Commission, moved to Mexico City at the urging of friends. He initially helped them manage a small grocery store. The store caters to the tastes of both nostalgic expats and curious locals. Dong saw an opportunity in Mexico City's thriving trade in imported goods. He leveraged his connections back home to land a job with a wholesaler. He sends money back to his family in China, building a better future for them all. Dong's days are spent navigating the world of international trade. He negotiates with suppliers in China, manages logistics, and cultivates relationships with retailers in Mexico. He's become a master of his niche market. Despite the challenges, Dong is starting to feel at home in Mexico City. He's embraced the food, the culture, and the fast-paced energy of the city. He's even started taking salsa lessons. He knows that his time in Mexico City might be temporary, but for now he's riding the wave of opportunity. For many Chinese migrants, arriving in a new country can be isolating. The language barrier, the unfamiliar customs, the longing for loved ones left behind, it can be overwhelming. But in Mexico City, they're discovering a sense of community they never expected. Viaducto Piedad, a middle-class neighborhood, has become a hub for Chinese expats. Here, they've created a home away from home, a place where they can speak their language and share their culture. The neighborhood comes alive during Chinese holidays. Chinese-owned businesses thrive, catering to the needs of the growing community. The lines between Chinese and Mexican cultures are blurring in fascinating ways. In Viaducto Piedad, families enjoy meals that blend the fiery flavors of Sichuan with the zesty tang of Mexican chilies. Children grow up speaking both Mandarin and Spanish. They celebrate Chinese New Year and Dia de Muertos with equal enthusiasm. Even religious traditions find a way to coexist harmoniously. Chinese temples stand alongside Catholic churches. Tolerance and mutual respect are the cornerstones of this multicultural melting pot. Despite the strong sense of community in Viaducto Piedad, the longing for home never truly fades. Li Daijing still misses her family in Chengdu. She video calls them regularly, sharing stories of her new life. She sends money back home every month, helping to support her parents and siblings. Li is determined to preserve her Chinese heritage even as she embraces her new Mexican identity. She attends Chinese language classes on weekends. The future is uncertain, but Li faces it with hope and determination. The story of Chinese migrants in Mexico City is a testament to the enduring power of human connection. Despite the vast distance from their homeland, they've found ways to stay connected to their roots. They've created a vibrant community in Viaducto Piedad. Their story is a reminder that the ties to family, culture, and community can never be truly broken. As more Chinese migrants make Mexico their new home, they're adding their unique threads to the rich tapestry of Mexican society. They're entrepreneurs, artists, chefs, and dreamers. Their journey is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the search for a better life. China's economic might is casting a long shadow, reaching all the way to Mexico. Chinese multinationals are expanding their footprint in the country. This influx of investment is creating a new dynamic for Chinese migrants. Manufacturing giants are setting up shop, drawn by Mexico's lower labor costs. Tech companies are establishing research and development centers. This economic engagement is forging new links between the two countries. For Chinese migrants, this translates into more opportunities than ever before. The arrival of Chinese multinationals is leading an influx of people from eastern China. This new wave of migrants is different from previous generations. These newcomers are often highly skilled professionals, fluent in English and often Spanish. Monica Cinco notes they are coming with more education, higher qualifications, and seeking to integrate into the formal economy. This new generation is also more likely to bring their families with them. They're enrolling their kids in international schools and becoming active members of their local communities. For Li Daijing, the presence of Chinese companies in Mexico presents both opportunities and challenges. She sees a chance to leverage her language skills to land a good job, but she's also aware of potential downsides. She's heard stories of Chinese companies exploiting their workers. She's determined to find a company that aligns with her values. She's been attending networking events and researching different companies. She's not afraid to work hard, but she wants to ensure her hard work is rewarded fairly. The relationship between Chinese multinationals and Chinese migrants in Mexico is complex. On the surface, it appears to be a symbiotic one. Companies need skilled workers and migrants need jobs. However, there are also tensions and challenges. Some Mexican workers feel resentment towards Chinese migrants. The influx of Chinese investment has raised concerns about environmental sustainability. Open dialogue and cultural sensitivity are essential for building a sustainable relationship. Ultimately, the success of Chinese migrants and Chinese companies in Mexico is intertwined. Section 1. Breathing free. For some Chinese migrants, the most valuable commodity Mexico offers isn't economic opportunity, but freedom. The freedom to speak their minds and live without fear of government surveillance. Tan, a 50-year-old migrant from Guangdong, felt suffocated by China's repressive climate. In Mexico City, he's rediscovering the simple pleasure of reading a newspaper without fear. Tan's decision to leave China was not made lightly. He left behind his wife and children, promising to bring them over once he established himself in Mexico. The separation is agonizing, but he believes it's a small price to pay for their freedom. He calls them every day, sharing stories of his new life, carefully avoiding any mention of politics or his reasons for leaving. He knows the risks of even mentioning such things over the phone, the possibility that their conversations are being monitored. The Chinese government's reach extends far beyond its borders, and Tan is acutely aware of this. He knows that even in Mexico, he's not entirely safe from retribution, but he's determined to build a new life for himself and his family, a life where they can finally breathe free. He clings to the hope that one day China will change, that its people will be granted the same freedoms enjoyed by citizens of other nations. But until that day comes, he's found a sanctuary in Mexico, a place where he can live with dignity and speak his truth without fear. While Li Daijing's reasons for leaving China were primarily economic, she too feels a sense of liberation in Mexico's more open society. She's free to pursue her entrepreneurial dreams without the stifling bureaucracy and cutthroat competition that characterize China's business world. But more than that, she's discovering a new sense of agency, a belief that she can make a difference, not just in her own life, but in the world around her. She's inspired by the activism she sees in Mexico City, the people who are fighting for social justice, environmental protection, and human rights. She's starting to get involved in her local community, volunteering at a community garden and attending workshops on civic engagement. She's finding her voice, her confidence growing with each new experience. She's even participated in a few peaceful protests, adding her voice to the chorus demanding equality and justice. It's an exhilarating and empowering experience, a far cry from the enforced silence of her life in China. The story of Chinese migrants in Mexico is a complex one, woven from threads of economic ambition, cultural exchange, and the enduring human desire for freedom. Their experiences challenge simplistic narratives, revealing the nuances of migration in a globalized world. As China's global influence grows, so too will the flow of migrants seeking new opportunities and new freedoms beyond its borders. Mexico, with its own history of migration and its vibrant multicultural society, is uniquely positioned to welcome them. Whether these newcomers find lasting happiness and fulfillment in their adopted land remains to be seen, but their presence is already enriching Mexico's cultural tapestry, adding new flavors, new perspectives, and new voices to its ever-evolving story. And in a world grappling with rising nationalism and xenophobia, their journey serves as a powerful reminder that the human desire for freedom and opportunity knows no borders. It's a story that resonates far beyond the streets of Mexico City, offering a glimmer of hope for a more inclusive and interconnected future. Li Daijing's story, like that of so many other Chinese migrants in Mexico, is a testament to the enduring human spirit. The courage to leave behind the familiar, the determination to build a better life, and the unwavering belief in a brighter future. Their journeys are fraught with challenges, from language barriers and cultural differences to economic uncertainties, and the ever-present pang of homesickness. Yet, amidst these hurdles, they find strength in their shared heritage, forming tight-knit communities that offer support, solace, and a taste of home. They navigate the complexities of a new culture while clinging to their own traditions, creating a vibrant tapestry of cultural fusion that enriches both communities. They are entrepreneurs and artists, teachers and technicians, each contributing their unique skills and perspectives to their adopted country. They are building businesses, raising families and forging new identities, forever bound to both their homeland and their new home. The influx of Chinese migrants to Mexico is reshaping the social and economic landscape. Their presence is felt in bustling markets and restaurants, in factories and tech hubs, and in cultural exchanges that transcend language barriers. As their numbers grow, so too will their influence, fostering greater understanding between two cultures. Their success hinges on their ability to adapt and integrate. The journey is far from over, but it's a testament to human resilience and the search for a place to call home.